so slow and still. Fading dream, a hazy blur, a whispered word. Soft laughter on a sunny afternoon. With the homies, everything's in tune. Everything's in tune.
Welcome everyone to another episode of Cocktails with the Homies. My name is Daniel. Today we're in the heart of East Village, downtown San Diego. I'm at a beautiful bar that not only will serve your spirit, but will make your spirit. Welcome, Rob. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you. Appreciate
joining
it.
us on this little bit of a day. Can you tell the people who you are, what you do, and where we are?
My name is Rob, and I'm the worst best bartender. Or maybe the best worst bartender is probably a better way of putting it. I just started bartending like maybe 2.5 years ago. I've been in the industry for like 10 years. A short little dude who,
That's a good place to start. What did you start doing in the industry?
Well, technically Chipotle in San Francisco. Loved it, dude. It was the busiest Chipotle in like downtown San Francisco. But then, I moved down. I dropped out of college, basically, came back down to San Diego, going to finish school or go back to school. Yeah. And needed to have money to live. Sure. I got a job at the Lot in La Jolla as a barista with no experience. Also love that place. Yeah. It was fun. I guess that was like the first time I was like making drinks, technically. Yeah. And then I saw how much servers were making and tried to get into busing but it was just not a conducive place to learn there. Went to another spot, jumped around. Basically, just landed I went to fine dining in Herringbone in La Jolla, to Mothership, cool. And then here, eventually. Yeah.
That's quite the journey.
But I've stayed at the places that I was at for 2-3 years, whatever.
Sure. So at what point did you go from serving to bartending?
So I was at Mothership, just serving. Met all of these great people in the bar scene, not just the food and beverage. Became friends with a lot of them. Learned actually for the first time what cocktails were, and not just lying to guests and whatnot. But
that's a great bar to work at.
I learned
crazy bar
so much, especially about rum.
They get crushed.
Yeah. So and then I had kind of mentors, I guess. But just people who been there and done that for much longer than I have, and also took it probably more seriously than I did. In terms of knowledge base and attention to the craft of everything. Yeah. And then I came here with a coworker at Mothership at the time. We both left, and he's like, "You should come through." Came as a server, and our old bar manager here, Elliot, was like, "You should bartend
one of the homies."
Yeah, one of the homies.
Shouts out.
Yeah. Hi, Elliot. And I said no. I was like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to. I was like, the best part about serving is you get to walk away from the table. When you're done, you can just be like, "What's up? Bye." Peace out. But I saw
at the bar, they're over there.
You're stuck in front of them, and also I was like, dude, I don't cook at home. I don't know shit about anything. I have to memorize recipes and specs and all these things. That's just so much stuff to on top of keeping your face together. I said no, and then they asked me a second time, and I wanted to say no again, but it was to move things around to get someone promoted. Our now GM here and chef Dobbs. So he got that position. I basically took over for him.
Oh, nice.
I probably wasn't their first choice, but it was the easiest or path of least resistance. And then ever since then I've just been bartending and actually like it now. So. Nice. Prefer it. I don't want to serve again. Yeah.
So you were against it for the longest, took it on, and ended up liking it?
Yeah. And the funny thing is, even when I was, I got my job at Herringbone, I applied as a busser, and I don't know if you worked in fine dining, but or certain spots.
Yeah. Dibble dabbled.
They there's like a stereotype of like the guy who applies as a busser, but he's like, all right, move me up to server, like, you know, as soon as possible. And like in my interview, I told him, I'm on the spectrum. I don't want to talk. I'm great at busing. I don't care. I don't want to move up. I'm here to like get through school. I'll be the best busser, and I'm like not gonna be like bitching or a problem for you. And I got hired. I was like, and I didn't want to be a server for like, I worked there for like 3 or 4 years, and it wasn't until like the last 6 months that I like was like, all right, I should be making more money now. You know what I mean? Yeah. So no, I was for the longest time. I was like, I didn't want to like work on developing social skills to talk to people. You know, so like I struggled at it basically. Yeah.
What did you? How did you get past that hump? Because it seems like you just went one day like, fuck it.
Alcohol. No, I'm just kidding.
It'll loosen you up for sure.
No, I mean, it's one is like a little bit of like immersion therapy where you're just fucking in it for so long. But yeah, it's just literally repeated like interactions. Like the way my brain works is I'm not like great at social skills and like social cues immediately, but I have to like pick up them, categorize them, and be like, okay, this is the moment to do this. Like, and so I think of it, it's almost like if you play a sport and you like can read a defense or whatever and you see those things, like I do that but with like social interactions.
Gotcha.
So just having like, I think if I never got into the service industry, I would like be in a box like somewhere hiding. Yeah, like for real.
Oh man.
Yeah, no, that's fine, dude. But
no, that's great, brother. That's great that like, so like what we were touching on earlier, like the spectrum of this industry is super fucking amazing, because like you have people who, like we talked about, like giving a fuck about a character to a point where it's almost insane, to other people who literally live for just the fun of it.
Yeah.
You know, live for the interaction of it all, because it just makes life a little different.
Yeah,
you know what
yeah.
I mean? Like,
yeah,
I think it excites life a little bit. You know, like you get to meet so many people and learn about yourself and change yourself for money at the same time.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, like,
it's cheaper than therapy, dude. Like,
you actually make money.
Yeah, I'm not paying. Yeah, fucking. But yeah, it's cool. Like, yeah, just getting way more comfortable talking to people. Also building relationships with like peers. That like, you know, I've friends for like 10 years now or whatever that I've met. Guests too, like that one was a bigger, like more recent hurdle I got over, like being able to like talk to people and not be like, okay, I just have to do this because I'm getting paid to. Yeah, dude, like I probably wouldn't have been doing this if I didn't start bartending. Like I obviously clearly, but you know, yeah, like I wouldn't have had the like confidence, I guess. Yeah.
Well, that's fucking awesome, man. Do you start having regulars? Like, are you seeing people more and more? And
Yeah. People who are like, where's the guy? Dude, I had bless his soul, he's a character, but he like came in and they're like, I hadn't seen him since like past baseball season, like 7 months ago or something. Sure. And I happened to be there helping out the kitchen because they're short staffed. And one of my coworkers comes back and he's like, Rob, I think there's like a guy asking for you. He's like, is there a guy who's like short, autistic? He said he was autistic, and I was like, "That's me, dude."
Damn.
Yeah. No, I must have told him. Like, I tell everyone, I'm like, "Hi, I'm Rob. I'm autistic." You know, like, so that's kind of my fucking shtick, for better or for worse. But yeah. No, I have. Yeah. And also, you can get away with a little bit more. People
My man.
are understanding. You know, you get a little bit more grace, so it's pretty sick.
I'm sure they give you all the grace as a bartender.
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't have to say it's my first day anymore. Yeah, I'm just training. But yeah, no, yeah, dude.
The amount of shit you can get away with if you just start your interaction. Hey guys, my name is Danny. I'm just training, by the way, but we'll get there.
Yeah, exactly.
Buckle up, bitch.
Just tense up, dude. Yeah, dude. Work can be fucking silly if you make it, man. Like,
I would love to try to only make it silly.
Yeah.
You know, like, why hate what you do, especially in this industry and what we do here? Like, it can be funny all the time. Like, you meet funny people all the time.
Yeah, dude. I remember when I was working at Mothership with Matt Rabb. Do you know? No.
Matt Rabb.
Yeah. Anyways, it doesn't matter. Tall, goofy, fucking bartender. And we immediately like hit it off, became friends, and then I used to, when I was serving, roast him for being a bartender and be like, oh yeah, you put the booze in the cup. Oh, you're so special, huh? Yeah, big guy, dude. You fucking, oh no, I have a jigger, and like just make fun of them. And then I do that, and literally my brain goes, oh yeah, I'm a big guy with the fucking jigger, and I put the booze in the cup. I'm a cool dude. Like when I first started working in the industry, like it was like everyone else and then the bartenders, and like the bartenders, like at least from my perspective, it's like a fucking 20-year-old kid. Like,
I mean, it kind of is like that. You got like the front of the house, the servers, the runners, the bussers. They're all like communicating the whole time, so they have this camaraderie going on.
It's like,
and the bartenders are kind of like in their little cage.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, and then you get the rabid bar back. Just
just
what?
like, I'm like, dude, I don't want to be part of that. But
Yeah,
yeah,
relax,
the
relax.
chefs and the bartenders made me feel more stupid than like anybody else in my entire life. So I was like intimidated and like, oh man, these guys take it seriously. I mean, clearly don't, but yeah.
I mean, there's moments.
Yeah,
I think there's moments.
Dude.
But you know, in like those wet bars, it's so easy for it to just get out of hand funny sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, you know, alcohol does what it does. Like, some bartenders drink during the shift, some don't.
Yeah.
Bless both.
Yeah.
My opinion is a neutral one. Just be a good bartender.
I try. Yeah.
I drink your cocktail here with you.
Yeah.
Cheers, brother. My man.
I'm almost done mine. But
yeah, I think we have a special job where we can have a crazy amount of fun and make a really decent living at what we do. If if at the end of the day there's this underlying tone of like make money.
Yeah.
You have an opportunity to have a lot of fun, make a lot of connections, network a lot, and make money. Like, be comfortable in your life even. Like, it's a hard day.
Yeah.
Like we have weird days nowadays, but alcohol will always sell. I think. I'm like, even through the hardest times.
Also, just like that, but like, I'm always looking for the joke in like every situation, and I mean, like maybe to my detriment. Some people might be fucking over it at this point, but yeah, if I can make a fucking guest laugh or my coworker laugh, even with the dumbest fucking thing, I'm gonna say it. And like, maybe I have like 65% success rate, but worth it for me. And that's like the shit that I get out of, like, I'm like, dude, I get paid to like literally put the booze in the cup and then just talk, like, because people always want to, like, when you're a bartender, they always want to talk to you, And at first I was like, God, fucking, like, why do I have to do this? I don't want to talk to you. Like, who the fuck are you? Like, I don't care about. And then I was like, no, like this. I'm like, no, they get to listen to me now. Like, I get to make it fun. I get to like shape the conversation to whatever I want it to be.
Sure.
I get to make the jokes. I get to read the person and be like, all right, this is gonna land. Like, yeah.
So you treat it like a comedy sketch. Almost.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. And people have a good. I mean, I might not be the best bartender, but like, I'm good. I feel like I'm good with.
That's debatable, my man. That's debatable because that person can still walk out of the bar going, wow, that wasn't my favorite drink, but I had the best time. Yeah,
I mean...
Are you the worst bartender? You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I guess, my philosophy on, like, this industry, too, is, like, we're not in the food and beverage industry, we're, like, in the people industry, and...
100%.
So, it's, like...
Well, like 95%.
Yeah, but like, it's all about like guest retention because the fucking margins are so like thin that like you need to have consistency and regularness in terms of like your business to survive.
Sure.
In terms of like morale, if you have regulars that you like coming in, it's going to make you happier. You're going to have consistent sales. You're not going to be worried about like shifts getting cut because people are coming in. So I focus more on like people, making sure people come back, especially like newer people or people who look like they're about to be regulars, but like you've seen them in a couple times, but they're like okay, like let me like trick this person, a little bit, but like to get them, just like have a good fucking time, feel like part of like the like little family or whatever.
100%.
Yeah.
Regulars, I think, make the difference in a bartender's week.
Yeah. Also, just like even people traveling, like. It's few and far between, but I've had people like, oh, my friend who came like through a conference like a year ago told me to stop by here like for the distillery, blah blah. And you're like, oh, okay, cool. Like it's small, but like it adds up eventually.
Do you think being in a distillery and being close to like the back end of spirits and like seeing the intricateness and like the love that goes into making it has shaped how you view bartending?
Like maybe a little bit.
Because you know, it's this guy's whole job to make the best gin.
Yeah,
right.
Yes, yeah. So I think like it makes me appreciate what like goes into a spirit more than I probably would if I was just like selling fucking well shit. And I think it's made my life easier because it narrows down our like liquor choice for certain spirits. But it's a great jumping off point to start a conversation with someone.
I imagine.
When you're trying to like break into like a conversation with a person or like make a person feel not like, what do you want? Here you go.
Yeah.
So it's definitely like, I wouldn't say crutch, but like it's like a boon to like have that in your like pocket, and it's made me like feel privileged to like be able to have this situation for me. Like, and I know not like a lot of places are distilleries or like are able to like at cost use their spirits to like give someone a taster, you know, like not like a full shot, but you know, like bring them into the place, like give you a free like ticket to sell them on like what we're about.
100%.
So it's definitely like changed that, and it made like having that be so easy made it like easier to explore fucking like talking to people behind the bar when I was first starting out, where I was like super apprehensive. Like honestly, for the first 6 months, I was like, put me in service well. I know I'm not that fast, but like I don't want to like, I just want to make the drinks and focus on that. Now I'm like, yeah, and I don't do service well as much. Yeah, and I like it.
Going to the kitchen.
Yeah. I'm a kitchen guy now, dude. I'm fucking making tacos and whatnot. Yeah.
There we go.
But yeah.
Well, you know, you talk about this being like a fun place and a place for you to kind of like interact with folks. What do you do outside to like cut off from all of this? Because it's a lot, you know.
Yeah, dude.
It could be a lot too, especially like, you know, that downhill slope of people visiting you getting off your shift, you all visiting someone else, and then like 12 hours later you're still somewhere.
Yeah, for sure. That was definitely like really prevalent in my life when I was working at Mothership, because it was such like it was like an intense, like busy, you had to be dedicated to that spot place. So we were all like, we need to wind down. Maybe we like wound down too much, but you know, it was good, dude. Like made great friendships. It does take a toll on your body, for sure. And they're like ebbs and flows, like peaks and valleys of how much I fall into that trapping, and then how much I'm like starting to go on runs again, like taking time to be alone or like be at my house and like I guess like make healthier choices. But I found like a better balance more recently.
Good.
But it takes time because it's fucking siren like calling for you. You know? Yeah. So I mean, I think it like changes for each person, you know, what their relationship with that is. Yeah. I am definitely like an addictive person, so yeah, like I always struggled. Yeah. But well, like there's like times where I'm like, oh, this is not chill. And then there are times where I like overcorrect, and then I'm like, but now I feel it's funny. I feel like my days off are my sober days, you know. Yeah. And they're for me. And then during the week, like when I'm working, like after work, that's when I'll tend to drink because I'm already out. I'm already in a social situation, and I'll do that a couple of the shifts, and then I'll have like a couple of shifts where I'm like, I decide like, this isn't like a drinking day, like, you know, whatever. So
the older you get, the less you decide that your body's like,
you're like, I'm not.
Chill out, old asshole.
So I've like kind of fine-tuned and like found this like rhythm that works for me, but it's not easy for sure at first. Like,
do you feel like this industry has helped with your struggles mentally? Like,
no.
Fucking
no, I'm
love
kidding.
it, dude. I live in fire every day.
Yeah, yes and no. I think like, okay, to piggyback on the previous thing, like I'm on the spectrum, so like social interactions are hard, yeah. So alcohol can be a crutch to fix that. But if I'm just using it as a crutch, like I'm not learning anything, I'm not getting better, and then you become reliant on it. And then like, that's one way you can go down. And like there are times where that was like my truth, but I kind of like worked with it and like figured out how to like get better at social interactions, get better at like my social anxiety without needing alcohol, and that's where I feel now. The industry as a whole, like, it was like a brutal like 10 or like whatever 8 years, like actually just hating it every single moment. But like if looking back now, I'm like, well, I wouldn't have gotten past or worked through all these things, like, you know, internalized resentment towards other people who are maybe like neurotypical, or, you know, like just unhealthy like patterns of thinking.
Sure.
I wouldn't have gotten past them if I didn't have to like do all this uncomfortable shit. And I feel like way healthier now, way more mindful of who I am and other people, and like it's okay to be different, and like
Sure.
have different thoughts, like, yeah, just all these things. Not like a woe is me, but like, you know, just really working through that. But there are times, man. I've like thrown trays in the ground. I've like had a guest, like I just clocked into my shift, a guest like scream at me, and I go, I'll go fuck myself. And then I find my manager, I'm like, I'm taking my 30 now. And she's like, what? And then, you know, I was in the right there. There's a 32 oysters, just fucking hot, like summer day brunch, like 1 p.m. All melted ice, all the oysters just like half turned up, down, whatever. No. And there was one oyster left that I didn't catch. I was just like, I got into work. I'm like, all right, just clear shit. It's like,
sure.
Yeah. And I see it and I'm like, okay, she's just fucking oyster there. And she yelled at me. Yeah. And then I was just like, I don't know what to do. And then I looked stunned in disbelief, and I was like, I hate my life. And then went, and then two girls. One of the girls was like, apparently they were looking for me on my break to apologize to me, but I was never there. Yeah, you know, sometimes you got to sit in it. Sometimes it takes like that experience to, you know, learn about yourself.
That's fucking right.
For her, yeah. So, but yeah, I've definitely like fucking, oh, dude. Big time crier, dude. Yeah. Work. Had mental breakdowns.
My man.
All the people who know me who are watching are like, for sure.
I think that happens to everybody a little bit in this industry. Like that's not just you, brother. Like, not at all. If you think I didn't fucking walk in and scream my fucking ass off for
like
a second,
2 weeks ago, probably. Yeah.
And that's what I think is. From a negative, this industry pulls a positive. Yeah. Because, you know, you always come together with someone, or you can like always level with someone in that regard in this industry, because like it gets pretty gnarly sometimes, and like fine dining settings, it's pretty fucking gnarly.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure.
Everyone has this angst of pressure. Yeah, like.
Well, yeah.
And then like, yo, if you think you're the only one,
no,
definitely not.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you have like.
Which is again a really cool feeling to have, that like we all know you're not the only one. Like you can go to most people and be like, talk to them about this hard day, and they'll like tell you about their hard day, and then you just come together about this fucking shitty day, and then
you feel better immediately.
And then you made a friend, a friend for fucking life, and you can do that in any restaurant, in any bar. You can walk in, have a bad day, and that's the beauty of hospitality, because like they find commonality in that. Yeah. And it supersedes like being a stranger. You're just like, well, now we're fucking best friends. Yeah. So fuck that guy.
and like I think it makes like people who work in the service industry, like if you have a semblance of emotional intelligence and you're in the service industry for like a certain amount of time, like you just kind of get better at like communication and relationships, I think. Like you are like more unbothered by like things that, you know, maybe most of like people outside of the industry like would be, if that makes sense. And then you like develop more patience, you develop more understanding, you see so many more different types of people that like you become less and less prejudiced. And it's like, I don't know, like it's crazy that like this fucking silly ass like job like can really like change like how you feel about people, you know?
Yeah.
Which it did for me at least, you know, and
100%.
for the better.
Good.
I was on the path to be an incel, you know? I was ready, dude, I was ready to fucking get red pilled, man. And bartending saved me, dude. Yeah, so.
That's funny.
Shout out Diet Coke, dude.
My man. Yeah, dude. Like, the scale that this industry can impact a person is phenomenal. And I think truly, and I said it on I think like the most recent podcast too, like I truly think that this is the closest that we can get to, and there's like a couple others, but like the closest we can get as like an act of godliness.
Yeah.
Whatever that means to you, right? It doesn't have to be a Christian God or whatever,
like a swarm of locusts?
Whatever
No,
God is, you know?
Yeah,
but like it truly is. It like you're feeding a person's mind, body, and soul. Like you hit everything with food, and it's just like it has this ability to heal or this ability to improve people or make them feel better about their position and place in this world. And like all we're doing is serving a fucking food.
To like piggyback on the thing before and with this, like when you're like asking me about like has it helped my mental health, like before. Just stress, anxious, like, am I fucking up? Am I good at my job? Like, how are these, like, oh, the ticket's like taking 15 minutes or whatever, like, freaking out all the time.
Do you feel like you turned a corner
180,
in that?
180,
like,
don't care.
Love it.
Don't care.
Fuck yeah.
You know, like, our job is to, like, make sure.
That's not an easy thing to do.
No, because it doesn't matter, dude. Like, the end of the day, I know we were saying, like, it's like an act of godliness, like, we bring out food. Yeah, yes, but also, I put the booze in the cup, I bring you out your food, like, it's not a complicated transaction, like, it's not, like, if it takes 16 minutes instead of 12 minutes normally, you go, hey, something's happened in the kitchen, it's gonna be just fine. And like, sometimes you don't have to tell them, sometimes you're like, hey, just checking the food, it should be out in a few minutes, and like, there's something fucked up, but they don't know about it, you know, and then you're just like, they don't know, most of these people never worked in the industry, or if they have, they get it, so, like, why am I freaking out? Like, we're just, you know, like, why am I getting worked up? And then when you get worked up, they feed off the energy. They can tell something's wrong. And if I'm just, like, unbothered, then so are they, you know? I've had, like, kitchens, like, oh, like, why didn't this? I'm like, dude, they're fine. I'm fine. You should calm down, like, slow down. It's okay. Like, it's literally just, like, food and drink. The thing that like we're here for is like we're a part of their day, we're hanging out with them, we're bringing them like dinner, we want them to relax, we should be relaxed too. It's like we're making like a part of their day pleasant, basically, like at the bottom line, like just pleasant.
You could be changing their day completely.
Yeah, I mean you could definitely have like crazy positive awesome impacts, but like
because it could be your comedy sketch that someone walked in. Seriously, like I've had it and I've seen it, and you probably do it, honestly, my man. And like someone died. Yeah. They lost their friend. They lost their husband. Or someone left them. They got divorced, and like they walked into your bar, your dumbass comedy sketch. You know, and like truly, it could take someone's really negative day and just turn it all around. And it could be something as simple as serving them a cocktail to you, but to them, they got that cocktail from that funny ass bartender that, you know, made them stop thinking about that little bullshit that just happened. Yeah. And like, again, it's all about the perspective of this industry, and it's like, it blows my mind how the way you perceive it changes someone else's perceptions of the day. Yeah. You know, and it's as simple as serving them a drink and telling them that the kitchen is on fire. Their burger is going to be late.
You're like,
but this drink is cold.
You're like, yeah, it's fine. You're like, dude, it's just, it's crazy because it took me so long, but it's like, it's not that complicated to like wrap your brain around like being fucking zen at work.
To that effect, what advice can you give someone? Because I have a lot of history and like I come from a lot of mental illness and mental health and like,
dude, shout out mental illness, dude.
Bro, like shout out shout out, like people struggle, and the fact that you're here talking about it, it honestly makes me really fucking happy, because I know a lot of people and they're so afraid to say it and to
don't be.
Don't be.
We're better. We're better people.
100%. You truly have something that's a gift, and people are very much held and withdrawn by it. But I get it. You know, it's a struggle.
Yeah.
But what advice would you give someone trying to do this?
To like be more like outspoken, or like not, or like comfortable?
Someone that wants to join this industry that might have a struggle. Because this is like the one industry like you have to not.
Yeah,
like,
dude, you got it. Well, I'll say
it.
this. I would say, one, I feel like 95% of people in this industry are already like
100%.
Yeah, so like
100%.
you're joining your fucking crowd. So that you have to come to terms first with yourself, like being okay with it, and then also being okay with one, like setting boundaries of like, this is where I struggle, or not, like being clear in your communication of like who you are, how that affects you, and like give me like a little bit of grace, like, and know that that's like going to be a part of who I am. It's not on purpose. It's not like a character flaw. It's just something that I deal with, and know that I'm working on it. And then I've done that, and everyone is just like immediately understands me. Is like, oh, no one like builds up resentment, like, oh, this person like doesn't do this or whatever, because I was just transparent. And then, you know, don't abuse it. Don't like tell people like I struggle with this and then just like never participate in that aspect of your job.
Yeah.
You know, obviously make an effort, but then you can just become, you're like, when you know you're not doing something like wrong or immoral, essentially, or like taking advantage of someone, you can be completely confident and like, okay, well then I have nothing to be like afraid
Just don't
of.
be a fucking asshole.
Yeah, and then so like, if they're like judge me for whatever, something that was like, I guess vulnerable or whatever, transparent, like clear, then that person is
You're
like
just a fucking
yeah,
asshole.
you know. So and you're like, fine, be upset, be like you don't have to get mad at that. Just be like, okay, that person is wrong, and I know that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Just move on with
but
it.
you don't feel bad about yourself, and I feel like a lot of times there's like shame or like feeling guilty or like whatever, feeling dumb. And if you can get past that part, everything else is like, yeah. So.
Love it. Well, I appreciate you coming on, my man.
Yeah.
I appreciate you doing this, and I really hope that this helps somebody, because I think what you're doing is crazy difficult.
No, it's not.
Maybe not anymore.
Yeah.
Maybe
I mean,
not
yeah,
anymore. But yeah, man, I commend you for it, and like, you made some good ass fucking drinks, so thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome, dude.
I appreciate you.
I don't. Yeah.
You don't have any left.
No, dude. I got Diet Coke, dude. I know that's maybe bad luck, but.
All right. Well, cheers, Rob. Thank you so
Cheers,
much
brother.
for being on.
Yeah.
Giving us a little bit of your time to give you a perspective of this industry and making me a good fucking cocktail.
Yeah, dude.
I
Thank
appreciate
you,
man.
Appreciate it, brother.
All right, bro.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Start filming.